Good morning, guys. I don't start talking before 200 viewers. That's right. I'm feeling generous today. Wait, I'll just turn view botter on, or bot viewer. What is it called? View botter? Bot viewer? View bot? Okay. Yeah, I'll just turn that on. Morning loser, say morning, David. Activate. Yeah, that's what moderators are for. Just send me 1 million? Sure. Just DM me your account number. You have your dog watching as well? That's nice. Bring your dogs, your cats, your imaginary friends. The more we are, the stronger we are, right? We're stronger together. Your dog is probably more profitable. Well, at least he or she doesn't lose money, right? David brought his cleaning lady with golden teeth. Yeah, Peloton. I'm watching it. Wait, do we have a gap down today? Feels like a gap down. Yeah, it is a gap down. Okay. Wait. Okay. Nasdaq is gapping up, but SPYs are gapping down. What's Russell doing? Russell is gapping down. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't like Tesla. I do like Tesla. It's on my watch list. But I did sell it. I rebought it late day when it took out the highs of the day, and then it just, immediately slammed lower into the close. I sold it. It's not really the type of close you want to see on a breakout attempt. So it would be better if it pulls back to the 20-day and resets and maybe reattempts next week or something. I don't know. I just did not like the close at all. Kodak fucked up? What do you mean? What do you mean by fucked up? Yeah, it looks fine. The initial pump, it pulled back. Today is, it's on the rising 20-day today. As long as it doesn't stop you out, it looks fine. Depends on how it closes. Like if it closes weak today, like let's say below yesterday's low, I wouldn't be very excited about it. But today, it could very easily reclaim 10 today. We don't know that. Yeah, Zoom. Wait, Zoom. Get back to 10 and 20. No, Zoom I'd like to go up. I'm very disappointed by Zoom so far. I really thought this thing would go to 550, 600, but we'll see. It is kind of extended, so that's the problem with extended stocks. Sometimes the extended stocks are the ones that make the biggest moves, and you know, sometimes they have breakout failures. So you know, you don't know that beforehand. So you gotta trade the setups. And sometimes you catch a big one, and sometimes nothing happens. So I am going to watch Peloton and SOXL, the triple semiconductor ETF, for potential shorts. Am I gonna sell my Zillow? Only if it closes below the 20-day today. Yesterday it closed right on the 20-day. So we'll see. If it can't close about the 20-day, I'm gonna sell it all. I did size down a little bit on it into the close. I also sized down a little bit a couple of days ago when it closed below the 10-day. But yeah, but I still have majority on my position. So yeah, if it closes below the 20-day, I'm out. Or maybe I don't have. I still have. No, yeah, I do have majority on my position. All right, that's my watch list. Soxol and Peloton are main watches, both on the short side. Other than that, I'm not really excited about anything. There are some long setups like NVAX and Tesla and Frog, so IPO, recent IPO. No, I'm not super excited about anything right now. mRNA broke out yesterday. Yeah, Soxol short is a much better trade than SOXS long. It's much easier. Yeah, it's much easier. I don't like the reverse ETFs. They're much harder to trade. Much harder. PRTS. Yeah, it did break out yesterday. It was so setup. I mean, someone asked me about it when it was in the high 11s. I thought it was so, but you know, it looks good. Looks like a good breakout, you know. But it wasn't that easy of a setup. I think, yeah, you know. I mean, it looks good. Looks okay. Yeah, SRNE looks decent too. JKS, there could be a short there. There could be. It's just it's been surfing the 20 EMA on the 60-minute chart for for the past 200%, and you know, if it starts losing this 20 EMA, yeah, there could be a short setup there. Absolutely. Yeah, JKS, I'm gonna watch that one too. Probably not gonna trade it out of the gate, but we'll see. You know, if it loses the 20 EMA, bounces a little bit, and gets rejected, that's where I would like to initiate a possible short with a low risk low risk entry. That would be a low risk entry for me. All right. You have recommended me to 2 different people. That's nice. Okay, let's get focused on the markets. The open is in 5 seconds. Let's keep the shadow to a minimum first 30 minutes. All right, good luck all. I took a starter on Peloton, but I kind of anticipated it a little bit. I should have waited for that first 1 minute candle. Um, we'll see. NVAX is starting to trigger. I'm not gonna do it. I'm already in so many things, but looks like a decent setup, hot sector and everything. Oh, looks like I got stopped out of my Peloton starter. Found support right on the 10 EMA on the 60-minute chart. Spotify looks like a potential decent setup. It's been grinding higher. Not the most it's a slower stock, but found support on a 100-day and now it's been grinding higher. Sohu? Yeah, Sohu looks tight, yeah. Looks decent. Yep, Carvana. This one is looks pretty explosive, man. This thing has some juice. It looks very explosive. I would have preferred a tight candle yesterday, but it bounced right off the 20-day moving average. This is where this thing tends to find support, right? Here, 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 here. 20 days a magic line for this one. VXTR. There is no such. Oh, VX. No, VX. There is no such symbol. VXRT. Okay. Yeah, looks decent. They're all the same sector. mRNA yesterday and sRNA VXRT today. I took a starter on Soxo. Took out the three opening range lows. Took out opening range lows. So I'm risking what? $4 to potentially make, I don't know, 40, 50. Same thing like yesterday. I took a loss on it, but my risk was what, $3-4? And today also my risk is what, $4? And if this thing works out, I'll make $40-50. That's the name of the game. That's how you can have a 25-30% win rate and still make a lot of money. Looks like I'm out of Tesla. You're absolutely right, since it's not in my positions list. Oh, SOX. Okay. I'm actively looking for an ad spot on SOXO. I only have a 13,000 share starter, but I'd like to add more. I'd like to add another 5-10. Tesla? I don't know. I don't think there is any symbol like Tesla. You mean Fastly? Fastly? No, Fastly is going straight up. No, definitely not dying. Actually, I'm gonna size down on selling a little bit into this thing. Again, I don't really follow the same sell rules like I'm trying to teach you guys. When I got into Fastly, when it broke out 3-4 weeks ago. Give me give me some examples of good breakouts, and I'll tell you. Give me a date where you think I could have gotten in, where it had a perfect breakout. Oh, Peloton was about to take out lows of the day again. I needed to tighten up a little bit, Peloton that is. I'm waiting for Tesla to reach the 20 moving average. No, I'm not. I'm waiting for it to break out. Guys, where do you get these things from? Oh wow, snow was very close triggering today. Yeah. The longer it goes sideways. Now I've had 2 losing trades on this thing so far, past couple of weeks, but it is setting up. It's getting tighter and tighter. That's exactly what you want to see. Oh. Yes, NVAX is going hard. And those who were awake, you know, this thing has been on the watch list for several days now. Those of you who were awake, those bought it in the 113s, 114s. And now you just follow the sell rules. Right? It broke out of a very good setup, a hot sector. mRNA broke out yesterday from tight range, and today NVAX is going the same sector. And now we don't need any more NVAX tweets. Now it's just the waiting game. Those who got NVAX at the correct buy point, you follow the sell rules. And there's no need to even look at it more today. You put a hard stop and that's it. IGMS, I don't know. It's a choppy one. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, it did have a breakout day yesterday. Today there's nothing there. Spotify, slower name, is trying to break out, but this is a slow mover. Carvana looks decent. Yeah. We're still getting decent breakout attempts, even though the markets have already run up a bunch. SRNE. Yeah. Yeah, SRNE. Yeah, it's also a COVID name. Yeah, the COVID names are all breaking out. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Some pretty decent setups. SLS. There's nothing here. Ignore this one. And it's way too thin. You shouldn't even getting something like this in your scans. You know, you should all have a color of at least 10, 15 million in your scans. You shouldn't be trading these super illiquid names. 10, 15 million in dollar volume, that is not share volume. Unit. No, ignore it. It's not a momentum leader. ADR is too low. You shouldn't even get this thing in your scans. It's just a shoppy name. Just ignore it. No, absolutely not. RH. Yeah, it's a slower name. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay, but it's not really a very explosive stock. Alt, another COVID name, breaking out of a range. Hasn't really had any momentum past few months, but you know, all the COVID names are going. PRTY. It had a pretty decent setup yesterday. Short float, I don't keep track on short float. I mean, look, guys, just focus on setup quality. Like, even if it's a random sector, if the stock fits the criteria, you can trade it. Just keep it simple. You know, you'll figure things out. Okay, it's gonna take many years. Just focus on good setups. You're gonna be all right, right? You're gonna pick all these other things up eventually. Like, there's no need to complicate things. Focus on good setups. Trade them correctly. you'll start notice things like sectors and stuff like that eventually. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter that it's a random sector. Like the setup was good yesterday. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I try, these sectors, and I like to keep track of them. But you don't need to do it in the beginning. You can make good money anyway. I kind of regret I didn't get into the COVID names like mRNA yesterday and not sRNA, NVAX today. But that's what happens when you are fully invested, You can't be in everything, and you don't have to be in everything. Okay, looks like this PLL is gonna stop me out. I'll just get rid of it. I should have sold it. Whatever. The lithium trade went to south. I thought this thing would have more upside, but nope. Peloton is about to take out lows of the day. Thinking about reshorting it. But it feels like it's just gonna undercut the 10 EMA on the 60-minute chart and then you're gonna go green again. I get that feeling. I don't know. Beyond Meat, yeah, I think, yeah, it's bouncing off the 10-day moving average, yeah. For now. Flux, 11 days, where was your entry here? I don't see a setup anywhere on Flux though. But yeah, sure. You can just trail it with the 10 or the 20-day moving average. I didn't get filled full size on Peloton yet. No, actually, no, I did. Never mind. So Peloton, my risk is what? Less than $2 to potentially make, I don't know, 15, 20, if it would pull back to the, like, say, the 20-day moving average. It's all about the risk reward. Look, small risk, big reward. Small risk, big reward. Soxel looks like he wants to retest the VWAP. So if it starts failing at VWAP and break some ranges to the downside later, I would maybe add to it. But for now, it built another higher low on the daily chart. It stopped above yesterday's high, so we'll see. I want to see weakness to add to this thing. I'm actually gonna lower my stop a little bit. Wow, Workhorse, that thing went south fast. Jesus. Did I take Roku or 175? Well, that's an easy way to find out. Very easy to find out. No, I didn't. I didn't. Otherwise, I would still be in it. I wish I did. Well, actually, I did. I did it in my imaginary account. I went full margin. No, I missed it. Yeah, it was one of the best breakouts after the correction. And this thing I think broke out before the correction ended. That was the 21st of September, and correction ended. Well, it depends how you look at it, but this is the day Nasdaq. This is the day where Roku broke out, just as the correction ended. That's what the strongest stocks do, you know. And since then, we've had several weeks of breakouts. Got stopped out of NIO. Why? If you bought it here, on this day here, there's no reason to sell it here. Follow the sell rules, guys. You know what the sell rules are. Exactly, yeah. That's it. You know, if it closes below the 10-day, that would be the exit. I'm personally using the 20-day, but you know, it depends on how it closes. Looks like Soxu got rejected on the VWAP. I should have maybe added there, but now Peloton looks like death. Exactly. It's so much easier just wait to end of day. There's so much less noise. You know, a lot of things can happen intraday. You know, this NIO right now it undercut the 10-day. It could reverse and take out 22 in a couple of hours. You know, I've seen it so many times. Right now it's just on the 65 EMA on the 60-minute chart. You see it? Last time it bounced off it, right? It could happen this time too. You know, there's just don't you know, just chill out. Follow the sell rules. There's a reason why you wait for the end of day. For the first close below the 10-day. Exactly. Oh man, guys, a lot of you need to just wait, you know, focus on patience. Man. Just patient, you know. Just because you're in a stock doesn't mean, you know, the stock market doesn't owe you anything. Okay? If you want to be successful, you need some patience, okay? Stocks don't always go straight up. Just follow the sell rules, right? There's nothing wrong with NIO. It's just consolidating a move. You know? This thing could be 30 by next week. The short is very constructive. Why would you sell it just because it hasn't gone in a few days? This is how stocks move. They have a leg higher, they pause, pull back, go sideways, they have another leg higher. It's like a stair. You know? Like I'm saying, you know, you are your own worst enemy, not the stock market. Not tweets by politicians or you know this or that. You are your own worst enemy. You need to give your chance to succeed, and if you don't give yourself time for a stock to work, well, you're shooting yourself in the foot. David is your worst enemy. Exactly, instant gratification. The stock has gone sideways for 5 days. Hey, should I sell it? No, you follow the sell rules. Like I really try to idiot-proof the sell rules, and people just have very hard time with it. I just don't know how to make it easier. It's just so simple. Yeah, absolutely. My entry in CrowdStrike was when it broke out a couple of weeks ago. Right here. 130, let's see, 133. That's my entry, 133. Just as it started breaking out from this range. You can see it easier in the 60-minute chart. 133, right here, this is my entry, 133.21, right here. You see this? In the same pattern I keep you guys, you know, look for in the top leading momentum stocks. Same pattern. These simple triangles and flags. That was my entry. I think I'm gonna stop that of Peloton again, and Soxel too. Looks like they both found support here. CrowdStrike when it closed below the 10-day. Where? Oh, you mean here? Because it put in a higher low. That's why. And I don't really follow the 10-day rule always. On slower stocks, I use the 20. But as long as it puts in a higher low, you know, for recent pivot, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is a bit slow stock, so you guys shouldn't be trading it anyways. You should focus on the ADR 5 plus stocks. Wait, why did you buy Zoom today? The entry was 2 days ago. It broke out of the range 2 days ago. Penn? Yeah, but Penn doesn't look really great right now. It needs more time. Caesar too. Yes, they're both same sector, but yeah, I think they both need a bit more time. They don't look great. Damn, I just sized down on Livongo yesterday because it closed closed below the 10-day for second day in a row. So I was like, I was a little bit cautious. I sized down a bit, but looks like I may have to buy it back today since it looks like it wants to break out. We'll see. Celsius. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's starting to look better. If it can tighten up here, would be nice. NWBO. It broke out yesterday. Yesterday is when it broke out of this little flag here. Arnet. Arnet, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this thing. I don't know. I mean, it could work. It could work. Snow. Yeah, snow. Wait, where is it here? Snow. Yeah, it looks. We can go sideways here today and maybe break out tomorrow. That would be nice. IBIO, yeah, it's because the whole sector is strong. They're all breaking out. mRNA, the leader, broke out yesterday, and today all the others are breaking out. NVAX, SRNE, IBIO, VXRT, ALT, they're all in the same sector. Can I explain the breakout in Zoom? Yeah, very simple. It had a tight range. This is a big momentum leader. Had a tight range, had a flag here. And it broke out 2 days ago. That's it. No rocket science involved. Didn't really have the juice I was looking for, but you know, it looks like it's shaping up now. Yeah, Livongo, I'm thinking about adding back the shares I sold yesterday into the close. I sized down in Livongo, I sold Tesla. I think I sized down a little bit on Zillow. Yeah. It doesn't matter what my Zoom stop is. What matters is that you follow the sell rules. That's what matters. I trade differently than what I teach you guys. I complicate it a little bit. Livongo setup today, like the current setup or where I initially bought it. Livongo looks, you know, this is the setup. Big momentum stock, okay? And now it's been flagging. I'm building higher lows all the way. Look at this thing. This thing's just building higher lows all the time. And now it's getting tighter and tighter. This is one big flag. Getting really tight. This thing, like I said it before, it looks like this thing wants to go to 200 or something. The flag where? Near the bottom, isn't? What flag near the bottom? You mean this flag? Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It was very loose. There was no setup here. I bought it here, of this tight day. I can't anticipate. It just showed the extreme relative strength when we came out of the correction, so that's where I kind of anticipated it a little bit. No, I didn't buy that flag. It was too loose for me. Okay, so both Peloton and Soxul failed the VWAP again. So I'm actively looking to add, or maybe I'm not. Well, Soxul I may add a little bit. Peloton I'm not gonna add more. OTRK. If it tightens up, I don't like it here. It's too loose. Remember, guys, you want to buy tightness, not looseness. Look at NMAX, for example. Look at how tight this thing is, right? This is a good breakout, right? That's what you want to see. Spotify, also, look at how tight it was before this breakout. VXRT, yeah, well, this is not a great setup, but also it was kind of tight before. Always remember, if it isn't tight, it's not ready. If it's not tight, it's not right. That's a good one. Yeah. If it's not tight, it's not right. ITCI, there is absolutely nothing here. This is, no. You should review the YouTube video again. Okay, guys, come on. Let's... it's getting a little bit off topic here. Doku. Doku overall, I don't know what you want me to say. It's you know, I don't know. I don't see anything. It's a grinder. It had a setup here-ish, but you know, since I don't really see anything here. Overstock looks fine. You know, it's like you know, there was an entry here in the 76s, 70-ish, 76 area, 77, and you know, it's just grinding. It's just surfing the 10-day. You know, it looks fine. It's building higher lows for 2 weeks now. It looks fine. You got in at what? Overstock? Wait, what? No. You got in on what? At 75. I don't know which stock you're talking about. MU? No, I don't see a setup there. I mean, yeah, it's breaking a range, but you know, this would have a higher success if it had some news. I don't know if it has any news. And also, by the way, what's the ADR on it? You shouldn't even have it on your scans. Codex, well, yeah, it looks good. It's like all the other COVID names, except it's not breaking out yet. AMAG, it's a buyout. It's a buyout. When something gets this tight, it's usually not normal, right? You should check for news. Tikan? Tikan yesterday was very good. It was a very good setup. It was, you know, a good linear momentum, clean pullback to the 20-day, and undercut the 20-day reclaim, built a tight range. It was a 5-star setup yesterday. Up, down volume instead of ADR. What has volume anything to do with average daily range? It's two different things, completely different things. The new iPhone, what's the new iPhone? Is there a new iPhone? There's so little going on in the smartphone space nowadays, it's not even exciting anymore. They're all the same, just minor upgrades. It's got 5G. Question is there 5G where you live? Like there's not even 5G. It doesn't exist in many places. That's the problem. There's really not much content you need 5G for. "5G gives you cancer." I heard 5G gives you COVID-19. It boots up 0.35 seconds faster than okay, I'm getting it. Where can I order it? It has 20, what is that, 20 trillion megapixels? Wait. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of zeros. I know you made that up. It wasn't obvious, but since I'm really smart, I figured out you made it up. It wasn't super obvious. CCXI, no, I don't like it. It doesn't really have any momentum. You know, you want stocks that had big momentum and then pulled back, went sideways, and found support on one of the key moving averages. This is not a big momentum stock. If you miss a breakout, sometimes, you know, I do buy dips sometimes. But only, you know, like, yeah, sometimes, very rarely. Okay, TDOC and Livongo, they're both the same stock. Since TDOC is buying Livongo, but yeah, I'm thinking about rebuying what I sold yesterday into the close. Sweden doesn't have any 5G cells? Yes, we do. I mean, people in Sweden are dying of cancer all the time, so I think there's 5G everywhere. Wait, can you get the Travis Scott meal from McDonald's in Sweden? I don't know. No. Travis Scott burger. Okay, so one, who the fuck is Travis Scott? And why is this burger special? Country's famous rap. Wait. Okay, wait. He's a country singer, And the other guy, he's a famous rapper, and he's a boomer. Oh, he's a boomer? Okay, I'm not interested. Hey, David. David, do you know who Travis Scott is? He's a boomer like you. You should know him, right? Well, I thought since you both are boomers, you may know who he is. I have no idea. You don't know him? Okay. Oh, you meant I'm a boomer for not knowing him? Okay, who the hell is this guy? Travis Scott. And why does he have a burger at McDonald's? I didn't know celebrities could have burgers. Oh, okay, so the guy is not a boomer. Okay. Alright, so that makes sense why David doesn't know him. So Beyond Meat is so far bouncing perfectly off the 10-day. That's exactly what you want to see in a leading stock. Like, this thing is already giving you information, right? Even though it's, down on a day, it's showing, good price action. This is exactly what I want to see. NIO looks like it's trying to bounce for now. Soxo looks like it found support again at the exact same area. So Soxel, if it takes out the lows of the day later, I may add more. But for now, because now it has a range here. For now, it looks intact. Livongo. Should I add more to this Livongo? Yeah, Tesla needs to take out yesterday's highs at least to have a breakout. Guys, it's never a breakout if it's below yesterday's lows. It needs to, at minimum, a stock needs to take out yesterday's highs. That's a good rule to follow. Rule of thumb. Zillow? No, I wouldn't. I only buy breakouts. Okay, Soxul and Peloton. I feel like they're both gonna stop me out. Just know they're gonna stop me out. I have a feeling. What have means Dan Shapiro when he's I don't know, ask him. I don't know. Why do you ask me? If it confirms or builds? Well, a confirmation would, I guess, if it takes out the previous candle. That's just a guess. I don't know. Should we? Yeah, nice follow through. Yep, it finally went. Yeah, the initial breakout was here, and look at what happened. You know, first nothing happened for like 5 days, and then you had the secondary breakout, and now it's going. You know, sometimes stocks just need time. Okay, Peloton looks like I'm gonna take a pretty decent loss on this thing, since I'm about to get stopped out for the second time. Found support on the 10 EMA on the 60-minute chart, and now it's about to go green. Okay, I lost 83k on this Peloton. This thing is it's strong. And Soxl, I think I'm gonna get stopped out of it. Yes, I know, Spotify is breaking out. Bitcoin taking over the world? I don't get the Bitcoin fanatics. It's like the shittiest currency ever. I mean, Bitcoin is like the shittiest crypto coin ever. Guys, have any of you traded Bitcoin? It's illiquid, it's volatile, it takes forever to get a fill. Who the fuck wants that thing as a currency? That's the dumbest idea ever. Now, there are cryptos that are great, that are fast, etc., but Bitcoin is not that one. You use Bitcoin to buy drugs? There you go. Like I think like the blockchain technology is great, but Bitcoin itself, it's the first one. It's like really shitty and ineffective. It's a super ineffective. Celsius, it's trying to break out the Celsius, but I would have personally preferred more tightness. Store of value. How you find a hot sector? Easy. You just scan for the strongest stocks. And then you look at the strongest stocks in that sector. Hard to get in, hard to get out, store of value. Solar is a hot sector because they use the sun. I see what you did there. I mean, Bitcoin and these blockchains, they've been great for people in like third world countries to move their money out. Like a lot of people, like middle class and rich, like in Venezuela, have moved their money from the country via Bitcoin, and also in China. But like in the Western world, like Bitcoin doesn't really solve a problem because the payment systems we have, they're so good. They're fast and reliable. Like it doesn't really solve a problem. But yeah, I mean, if you are in a third world country, yeah, it's a nice way of getting your money out of there, out of shit currency into good currency. Exactly, bypasses the government. Yeah, I get the store of value part, you know, but it's, you know, as long as people believe in it, you know, it's a store of value. But it's like you need people to keep buying after you bought, just with everything else. Otherwise, it's not a store of value. So, you know, if you were a millennial and you bought Bitcoin, you know, 5 years ago because you thought it was the next big thing, and then another next big thing comes around, the next generation buys that thing and no one wants Bitcoin anymore, well, it's not a high, you know, store of value anymore. Now it's a old man's thing. It's not sexy anymore. Bitcoin is equal to boomer. Well, but there is something about gold that makes people tick. There is something about it. Like gold has been used for thousands of years across many different cultures that have no relation to each other. So there's something about gold. Like I'm not a psychologist. I have no idea what, but there's something about it, you know. It's shiny, exactly. It's shiny. That's the thing. People like shiny things. There are tacky people everywhere. I don't know what tacky means. Gold is a shitty currency? Yeah, it is. But it is a store of value, according to some. I don't think gold is a really good store of value, but historically, stock market and real estate markets are much better stores of value because you also get cash flows. Oh, tacky, no taste. Gold is the only real currency, but no one uses gold as a currency. I only have the house I live in. MLHR. Um, yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it looks decent. Yeah, sure. It's tight and nice. It's right on the 20-day. Yeah, it looks decent. Let's see, Livongo. Oh shit. I need to chase. I tried to get 10,000 shares, but looks like it ran away a little bit here. So I have to chase it a little bit. Oh, fuck. Man, you guys are distracting me. I started talking about crypto and I wasn't paying attention. Bastards. You're sabotaging me. Yeah, I added. I had 5,000 that I didn't. That I had from before. Well, I had 15,000 initially, but then I sized down 10,000 yesterday. And now I rebought those 10,000. That's, yeah, your edge is distracting me. That's your edge. You know what? I'm gonna use the 10-day as my trailing stop for Fastly because just because it's so fast. This thing is up 60% in the past 3 weeks. So the faster moving stocks I use the 10-day, the slower I use the 20-day. But you guys should only use the 10-day. It's just easier. It's very important, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, just you do the same thing over and just follow the same rules. Don't start tinkering around. That's the most important thing. You're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of Soxel, like I did on Peloton. And that's a good thing, because I want these things to go higher. The higher they go, the better. Like JKS, man. I hope this thing goes to 100 by Friday. Damn, what a strong stock. Holy shit. Incredible. Biggie? No, I not in Peloton. Is Codex breaking out? Well, it is breaking a range, so yeah, this is by definition a breakout. Yeah, I read it too. Like in China and some other countries, it's the other way around. Red is when things are up, and green is when things are down. Pretty interesting. It's actually exactly the other. Yeah, it's the other way around. If you go to like the Chinese stock exchange, if you see a lot of green, it means the market is down on the day. Red is a lucky color in China. Okay, there you go. Crazy Asians, really? Yeah, I was just about to permit the term crazy Asians too, because I saw Twitch moderated it. Man, you can't even say things like crazy Asians. And these social media platforms are, muting it. Crazy, yeah, Crazy Chris. Why doesn't Crazy Chris get moderated? I'm offended, so it should get moderated, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're not big on free. Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone's so offended. And the best thing is when people get offended on someone else, on someone else's behalf. That's the worst thing. I hate it so much. I'm offended because you think I'm offended. Wait. I'm offended, you think I'm offended. You were in North Korea in 2018? Yeah, I almost went there 2011. Exactly, you're offended I'm offended too. Yeah, crazy rich. So now I just had to approve crazy rich Asians. No, Asians crazy. What? Uh, shows you daily P&L. I'm sure there's a setting for it. Could Snapchat? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The 20-day can catch up a little. It's a slow name. It's a very slow name. None of you should trade it, but you know, it is kind of maybe for next week. I use Vision and Wedbush and Interactive Brokers, whatever clearing firm they use. Nancy Pelosi bought CrowdStrike? How do you know? They're dating? Are you dating Nancy Pelosi? She has to report it? Okay. CrowdStrike? Yeah, I guess she bought the breakout here, right? I don't know who she is. I know Trump doesn't like her. That's the only reason I know the name, but I have no idea who she is. Speaker of the House? Or the White House? She's not Brandy? Yeah, she's there's only one Brandy Love. Senate? The House of the Senate? Senate of the House? I'm not married, no. Congress? I still don't know what it is. Speaker of the House of Representatives. I have no idea what that is. House of Cards? Yeah. It's better you don't know what it is? Yeah, probably. Does House and the Senate both make up Congress? Okay, enough with politics, guys. Let's keep our political opinions to ourselves. Won't help us in the stock market anyways. Once you get politics entangled in your trading and investing, that's not a really good recipe. Well, what I did as my account sizes grew, I kind of decreased my risk a little bit. Like when I had a smaller account, let's say sub 100k, I used to risk like 1-2% all the time. But nowadays I rarely risk more than 1% on any trade, very rarely. What I think is funny are people who still trust these polling systems. We all know what happened last time. Like these newspapers and these, you know, polling thing, they said, oh, there's a 99% chance of a Hillary victory, right? And now it's the same thing, and people are patting themselves on their backs. And you know, but this end of the day, no one knows anything, right? No one knows anything. This polling, people who make money from polling, they're just a waste of time. I think they're totally useless. It's just a totally useless profession. They're just so bad. So I still think it's funny if people pay attention to these polling numbers. Like, they're totally irrelevant. How big is your pool of stocks? I scan the entire stock market. Did I keep statistics on your trades? Not much. I really don't keep a lot of statistics. I have, like, I could do it, but I'm too lazy. I think, you know, like, if you get the big things right, you don't need to worry about the little things. The little things will take care of them. And, you know, you can always optimize and things like that, but, you know, I don't know. Is W breaking out? Yeah, it looks a little bit like Carvana. It bounced right off the 20-day. Yeah, it could be a setup. Yeah, W could be a setup. Like, it's a big momentum stock, and now it's bouncing off the 20-day and taking out yesterday's kind of tight range. So yeah, it could. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a 3.5 star setup. 4, maybe a 4. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a tough one. Tough one. But it's a decent one. Yeah, sure, absolutely. It's a decent one. If I can make 1 to 5 million more per optimizing, probably. You know how I could have made another couple of million this year? Or more. If I had paid attention more to the micro and small cap, these stocks that doubled, tripled, quadrupled in a couple of days. That's one thing I regret. I should have paid a bit more attention. And then shorted them on day 2, day 3. That's something I kind of dropped the ball on this year. Just because everything else was so good. So I got kind of lazy. I usually get really lazy after I end the stream. I have no desire to trade anything. Even if I see a good setup, I oftentimes pass on it. I'm just too lazy. Yeah, for day trading, because for day trading, your margin of error is so small. So you need to really grasp every straw you can. That's the thing. That's why why I almost promote swing trading over day trading. Your edge is so small, and you have to take a lot of trades. Many more trades than when you're swing trading. So really optimizing could help you much more than in swing trading. How long it took me to make my first million? I don't know, 5 years maybe? 5, 6 years. The first million is the hardest. Once you get to that first million, the next million is gonna be easy peasy. You only need a double and you will have your next million. And then you need one more double, you will have 4 million. And one more double, you will have 8 million. And one more double, you will have 16 million. It gets easier. The numbers will get easier over time. Getting to the first million is really a grind. What if you just put 1 million of cash? Well, it depends. If you don't know what you're doing, that first million is gonna be worth, well, less than 1 million. How the hell do you know those numbers? I had a 356% year, and I started the year with 403,100, and I had million in December 2017. Man, someone paid attention on my stream. Holy shit, you must have taken notes. What the fuck? Is it true? I don't know at the top of my head, but yeah, sure. I guess you took a screenshot. Yeah, screenshot when I showed it. Yeah. I'll check. 2017. Yeah, yeah. In December 2017, that's where by that time I had made my first million. And the second, yeah, it took me 6 years to make my first million, but it only took me a few months to make my second million. And another few months to make my third million. So once you get, it's much easier. Well, the math gets easier, but because, just do the math. If you start with 10,000, you need to make what? You need to make what, 10,000% to get your first million? But if you have 1 million already, you just have to make 100% to get your second million. The 10,000 hour principle, yes and no. Because the 10,000 hours says dedicated practice, okay? Just because you hang around, won't make you better at something. It needs to be intentional. But many things you don't need 10,000. You can do it much less. It needs to be dedicated, intentional practice. It can't be something you just hanging around and not really doing much, not really trying hard. No, I haven't de-risked. Or what do you mean by de-risked? Or well, I do get what I'm. But guys, the way like de-risk, I think you're trading the wrong way. If you are like, I don't necessarily see my trading as risky. It's very risk averse. It's very risk averse. Like I get out at the first signs of trouble, I'm out. I'm very diversified. Okay, I'm in very many different stocks, many different sectors. And a lot of things I'm in are not even stocks. Many times I'm in these, ETFs and like sometimes in the gold ETFs and stuff. And I have GBTC, which is a Bitcoin ETF. I'm long short, right? So I'm very diversified. I rarely have more than 15-20% of my money in any stock or ETF. Very rarely. Like most of these positions are around maybe say 10% of my equity. Some are less, some are a bit more. I don't see my trading as risky at all. Like if you're prone to get into trouble, well, I guess your trading is risky, but I try to keep it very, very de-risked. Well, not today. This year has been the big year. I made more money this year. I probably made 3 times as much money this year than I made in the previous 9 years of my trading career. Because this year has been insane opportunities, 1, and 2, just basic compounding. Yes, I do go more long and short. Yeah, it's actually funny. Yeah, these buy and holders, they're fine with 50% drawdowns, but then and a trader that has a 25% drawdowns, that's risky. I mean, come on, man. I agree. I don't know when I had a 30% drawdown last time. Must have been many years ago. I try to, 10-15% drawdowns are fairly common. I have a couple of them per year. But 20, I try to keep them, 20-25 has been my max drawdowns for the past few years. Okay, I'm gonna do my last scan and then I'm gonna cut the stream here. Oh, what's this MDGS? What's the news on this thing? They gain Amazon's approval? Wow, since when does Amazon approve of anything? Let's see here. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if this is relevant or not. But it just took out, it just took out opening range low ice. Oh my, okay, yeah. Well, I guess it went. Well, MSCI, yeah, but what's the ADR? It's not a great setup. No, it's a horrible. You should never trade this. What's the ADR? It's 2.5. It's a waste of time. You shouldn't even get it in your scans. You want to be in the fast-moving stocks, not in the slow-moving stocks. Alright guys, wait, I am not finished with my scans. Yeah, TAN is, yeah, Solar is strong. I hope Solar can go sideways another 5-10 days, the whole sector, and then maybe have a breakout, late next week or week after. Because, these, like EMPH, SCDG, if they can build flags, or maybe 3 to 5 days could be enough actually. Alright guys, let's finish the stream. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.